Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays Bannerlord for absolute beginners. We just did a indifferently successful trade run. There's a war going on between the Sturgeons and the Khazaits, and now the Azorai have started on the Khazait. It does make me worry a little bit about starting with the Sturgeons. Okay, so we've got an art of trade.
Peace to you, stranger. What is your name?
Do we still have Yuha?
Peace to you, stranger. What is your name?
We do. Part of me wonders if we should send someone else just to train them up. But I will take the guaranteed success, it's fine. Okay, so we've now got a bunch of olives that we can drop off in Rotai. Interesting. Fish are very cheap here. Does that mean fish are cheap to buy over here? Not bad. We do have rather a lot of fish. But we may well be able to sell them. Okay. Great, so the first order of business is to, well, we need to get Aitheen with her own party, but we also need to sell everything we've bought. Need to deal with Aeric having turned 5. Okay. Bit of an all-rounder, really. I'll go with takes charge then. Board games for tactics. And cunning. How with brigands. Not totally against it, but I am going to need to work out how many troops we've got at some point. So I wonder if this is the best time. Ooh. Definitely need to offload cattle. Okay, that's good. Fish. Not a good price for day fruit. Right, let us... Where's Rotai? There's Rotai. Let's just ditch these olives, because being a food item, our troops might decide to start eating them. Let's also grab some experience by taking down these bandits.
Oh, you best.
Still need to finish training these borrowed troops so that we can replace them with, you know, actual troops. Iona does our mounted melee. That's fine.
Take over command.
Let's go for it. Oh, someone joining in. Someone is joining in. In which case, this is going to be extremely easy. You do tend to find after a while that your riding speed easily outpaces everyone else. Which is why we are miles ahead of everyone. sure the Belay troops are getting much of a look in on this one. Oh, they're catching up. I understand why it takes so long sometimes for them to sound the enemies are fleeing alarm. The other group lost some troops, but we did not. Hopefully we can at least be above a million denarii by the end of this session. Ooh, let's check this issue. Not exactly drowning in grain at the moment. No. Oh, to be fair, I mean I could just buy some. No, I couldn't, not at that price. Alright, and actually there's one of our own places with an issue. This would be much better to get grain from there anyway. Nope, he needs access to some commons. Okay, well that can be something for someone else to do. Iona, by the look of it. Yeah, why don't you take all of our, like, mixed troops? The ones we're probably not keeping, honestly. Oh! Yeah, I think that's good for grain. Excellent. Right, let's just drop these olives off. Probably got some people to ransom as well. Ooh, tools are quite cheap. Just wondering if it's worth buying another 12. So they've got enough for 2 missions. That's pretty good for salt. Pretty good for fish. Brilliant. Okay. Other issue up here, actually. I should check the... Let's give you a bit more money. Get those fairgrounds built. I don't think I'd realised last time that this is the first level of fairgrounds we're doing. Oh, looks like the Vlandians are fighting the Northern Empire again. Marinoff, that's brilliant. We're going to Marinoff.
I'm at your command.
And of course we're delivering hogs, as one would expect. The problem is we may now need to wait until Iona comes back with the irregular troops before we unleash Aitheen. Okay, I can do the tools.
Away.
Fantastic.
Well now, stranger. Peace to you. What is your name?
Okay. Now, one thing I did need, it's going to be hard to tell, but I needed some archers. That might actually be right, I might have sent the regular ones away. Oh, good point. Have I actually checked the trade? I have not. There is a very good price for cattle, which is much needed, for we have many cattle. Fantastic prices for grain and fish. This place has definitely been at war. And somewhat disappointing price for grapefruit considering what we paid for it. I'll sell one anyway. Yeah, I hope we can do a little better than that. It's usually a broadly guaranteed way to make a lot of money is day trading. Everyone needs help with brigands, right. Let's just head over to Vlandian lands. That's why we get everyone back. Or at least while we get Iona back. Ended up with a load of clay. I don't remember buying that. But that's good, that can go in the warehouse. Day fruit prices are still not good, but then we are quite close still. So the date's not okay. Battanians made peace for Sturgians. So it looks like the Battanians actually tried to take advantage of a Sturgians war. Things might be looking quite different when we get back over there. Oh! Okay, got more than 70 at least. I think might have to accept that that's as good as it's going to get. Grapes are 28, so we can sell those for 40 or more. I think we should be doing pretty good. Okay, fish for 9. Happy with that. Dranga. Well, she's definitely Sturgeon. Okay, very, very similar to the last person. So I think I'll do exactly the same thing. And she's also got cunning. Oh well. I guess they'll just be carbon copies of each other. Okay, date fruit's above 70 now at least. She's making me feel a little bit better about the trade trip. Ortisia. Kind of back the way we came. I mean, it wouldn't be terrible, but I'd just rather be going somewhere new. I want to deal with troops once we get... Yeah, again, that's back the way we came. Once we get Iona back with the irregulars. Yeah, let's just try not to send anyone away for a little bit. Let's get these troops sorted. Ooh. Okay, that'll do. Wasn't absolutely amazing, but I've made some money out of the dates, it's fine. Everyone needs help with brigands. Southern Empire and Northern Empire, okay. Are the Vlandians still fighting with Northern Empire? Got a marriage offer for Faroc. Costa roving. Might be worth it, it would give us another sturgeon. No particular traits. I might accept that one. I've turned down quite a few for him. I'm not sure how many kids they're going to have. But, and I'm still kind of expecting to put Faroc in charge of our first Battanian city. But still, you never know what's going to happen. Right, so we're also going to want to go and pick her up. So I do like to go there in person. First time. So where does she live? Luda. Staying at Belgard. Cool. Right, so I was going to look for archers. Battanian archers specifically. We sold most of the essential stuff, we just need to keep selling cattle. But we can actually do that in Battanian lands anyway. Draft animals, okay.
It's been a while.
Let's see. Some to horses. I am so glad that I agreed to this one. No, sorry. Not in my lands, plus it's really not on of you to try and claim that things have got worse when I literally went straight back to you. I'm not sure I'd even accept that if you were in my land. Okay, we've got Felanos back, which is good. Just keep an eye out for a couple of Battanian archers. That is a very good price of fur. Not bad for cheese, actually. Aeric Castle building stuff. They are, okay. I will invest some money into making that a bit faster. So I think that actually gives us more money, which is well worth having. No apparent issues. Ah, but we do have a couple of Battanian archers. I think we might have only needed the 2. Completely did not check the loyalty of caravan so far. Doesn't matter that much. Right, now I don't think... But we have something going on in Marinath. I better check my missions. Price of fur there is already pretty good. I might hold off on it though. Just on the grounds that I could probably get more than 400 somewhere else. Okay, missions. What are we doing in Marinath? We're not doing anything in Marinath. Let's knock that off. And I think we've got Aitheen back. So if that's the case... Hang on, it's not Aitheen we're looking for, is it? It's Iona. Yep, I didn't notice, but we have got her back. Right, let's get Aitheen's party made then. Okay. So even though I'm unleashing her in Battanian lands in the hope that she will pick up Battanians, I'm going to give her all of my non-Battanian troops. So that I don't have to deal with the complexity. Apart from the borrowed troops, of course, which are my job to train. But other than that, it's not a bad number to start off on. Right, so I'll leave her with those while I go and do the warehouses. So I've got clay. Is clay Varcheg? And I want to pick up Luda as well. And that way we're not competing with Aitheen to recruit people. That is really good for fish. That's actually really good for grain as well. Okay, how's a managed town doing? You're actually back to festivals and games. Okay. Aqueduct built already, huh? Right, in that case, how about orchards? Bonus to food production? Why not? Much to sell. I'll just double check the warehouse is what I think it is. Pottery shop is Varcheg. Yes, so you can have all the clay. Let's see if this fantastic price for fur is still in evidence. No, it is not. Good price for butter though. Although I do think our troops are eating it. Still, I'm sure they appreciate the variety. We could really do with another one of those missions that gives you meat. But I actually thought the one where we handed over the sumpter horses would normally give us meat. Need to pay more attention to our missions. Right, we've got an army of poachers, which I think we'd better deal with. We're on festivals and games. Loyalty set to go down. That's probably because of the poachers. Alright, I don't know if we really need it, but let's go for a level 1 forum, because it's the only level 1 building we don't now have.
I'm at your service.
Let's see if we can help with this loyalty a little.
I am at your service.
Should help with our training of the borrowed troops as well. So we do want to get them trained so we can get rid of them.
Under my command!
Okay,
Sergeants in charge!
just go get them. One nice thing about this is that the troops on foot are getting more of a look in than they usually do when I just unleash everyone. Unfortunately, most of the actual killing seems to be being done by people who are already top tier. Still, never mind. No, I don't want... Oh, hang on, sorry, no, those are prisoners. Yeah, prisoners I do want. To remember, these are our lands, so we don't want the money. Just to go with the loyalty, and it looks like this is where we're dealing with poachers. There we go, no critical fail this time. We will stop with grain and then we will go and pick Luda up. So yeah, what I was thinking was we could, when the Sturgeons are at war, make war on them and take off Castle, because that would round out our little potential kingdom quite nicely. But I'm not really sure where they are up to terms of the wars, and we're down on troops and we're hopefully about to get a bunch of untrained ones. Let's sell these. Oops, price went down faster than I expected there. And yeah, let's go pick Luda up. Let's get her and Faroc together. Theatre. Ooh, some people back here. Oh, as Iona and Faroc. So we're all having a nice, happy visit with the local Sturgeons in this city which we at one point did own. And this is a dead end. Excellent. That's not at all embarrassing. Hopefully no one saw that. Right, let's not do that again. Let's just see if we can work out... Hang on, if that was Tater, then who is this? You can't both be Tater. Alright, Tyos. Okay. Oh, Luda. Like reading or something.
I offer you my loyalty.
Sounds good. Excellent. So let's see what equipment she comes with. In fact, before we do that, let's check on her actual skills. Oop, got a steward skill. Carrying capacity and trade penalty. Carrying capacity and trade penalty. Okay, mounts versus pack animals. Right, well, let's go with the troops. So, Luda. It's good at riding, so hopefully she comes with a horse. She is not good at anything in terms of fighting. So we can probably just go with whatever weapon she happens to have. Not particularly amazing at most stuff, actually, to be fair, except Steward. She's quite good at Steward, which would admittedly be useful. So yeah, we're clearly going to need to train her up a bit. Now this finer, right, so she's come with a noble bow that I don't think she can use. So I'm going to replace that with something she's actually capable of using, and there is nothing. Okay, that's fine. Let's give her some better arrows. With a stacked bodkin arrows. Is there anything else particularly? I mean, usually they do come with decent equipment. She can maybe use the archer's banner that we stash in Omor. Oh. Built the toll collector in Aeric Castle. Did we just deal with an army of poachers? Oh, that was letters, wasn't it? Okay, so if I take the archers... Oh no, there's a marksman's flag. Let's give her that instead. Take the archer's flag. The marksman's flag. I really want to give her a bow that I know she can actually use. There's no bow she can use. Okay, well let's at least equip the marksman's flag. I think the Bannerlord and shields can go. We'll just keep looking. Oh yeah, poachers. I was going to deal with them, wasn't I?
I am at your service.
Chornobus again. Those guys agreed to go away. What are they doing back? Look, I don't care if you've grown a beard. I can tell it's still you. Go away. Okay, we have an issue down at Mekalovia. Manual labourers.
Let me introduce myself.
Okay. So Felanos needs 18 troops to do this. Doesn't sound like he's going to lose any of it, so let's just give him a load of wildlings. So if I remember, he's got 18 wildlings. I can still hire troops. I feel I might more or less match the borrowed troops that we're still training. Aitheen? Nope. Okay, so what have we got? We're missing a couple of mounted. We've got archers. Got mounted archers. So if we had 18 more wildlings, 88. Feels like we need more oath sworn. It is a little hard to tell though. Oh right, okay. Not exactly drowning in opportunities anyway. Yeah, just give me all your raw recruits then I guess. At least I can start training them. Oh, hang on. No, I don't want to drown in archers. Is Aeric Castle not building anything now? Yeah. Oh no, they are. Building fairgrounds. Fair enough. I will give you some input for that then. But yeah, ideally I want a full number of troops so that we can start training them up and be ready for one of these places to rebel. Although their loyalty is actually going up. I wonder if they found the Battanian leader. In which case we may never get to caravan. Well, never say never. Even though I just did. About Dunglanis. Loyalty's higher, but is at least going down. Ooh, no. A few too many. I think we did need some. Right, I'm going to assume that our borrowed troops will make up for the ones Felenos has taken. Obviously the problem with that is that we need to get rid of the borrowed troops before Felenos comes back. So yeah, it's extreme training time I guess. Need to find some groups of bandits. Although I suppose we could take the borrowed troops to a hideout maybe. So it's a little harsh, but the alternative to getting them all trained is just to get them all killed. Oh well, not all killed, but all the remaining ones have to be veteran borrowed troops. So this isn't working, is it? So if you've got like 2 borrowed troops which aren't trained yet, then we might be better off just losing them. It's at least worth taking a risk with like a hideout or something. So let's head over to Revyl and see if there's any new hideouts. Or any troops, bandits, anything we can use to train people. Oh, good grief. Oh no, that's fine, that's because we're nearby. Because otherwise we're going to end up with too many troops and some are going to start deserting. I suppose it's not the end of the world, it's just a bit wasteful. Let's go merchant caravan, purchase stolen goods. Well actually, if we send some troops to escort merchant caravan, that will give us a bit more time. Oh! Okay then. Didn't expect that. While I'm at it, Silversmith is in Revyl, and I think I've been waiting to drop some silver ore off for a while. Okay, so got a chap there who does not want our help. Seriously? There is nowhere selling bows that can be used by anyone. It's pretty astonishing. What's the actual city doing? You're on festivals and games. Loyalty's pretty high. Let's set you off building something. So you've got max fairgrounds and workshops. Marketplace will give us more money. Ustokol is on festival and games, and your loyalty doesn't really matter. So let's do training fields. Does that give us experience for garrison troops? Probably not a bad thing. And we do have an issue here. Oh, brilliant! Seaside hideout. Oh, that's what I'm actually doing. Okay. Right, so this is going to be very dangerous, but I'm hoping we can take the standard borrowed troops to the hideout. And even if we can't, we need to deal with it. I won't take the veteran borrowed troops because they're already trained. So definitely don't want to risk those. Yeah, we can. So if I take 6 borrowed troops, and we'll give Luda a trial run. Definitely take Yuho though. And Iona. So yeah, it's not something I really like to do, because I generally think it's a little unfair, these guys being kind of villagers. But we're getting to the point where we just really need them to finish training. So guys, you're either going to become experienced or you're going to die, I'm afraid. It does also raise the chance of our losing, so I may need to be a bit more involved than usual. Okay, well that's a good start. Okay. Excellent. Maybe I should have done this a long time ago. Okay, this is a bit more risky.
Die, you bastard!
Oh, good grief. Evasives. They have. Guys, we've got a developing problem over here. Oh dear. Well, he did survive. No shields, the borrowed troops, unfortunately. Finish this. These guys have got to be experienced now, surely. Oi. go chucking those spears at me. There. Are they taking a little damage to my shield? Good work, borrowed troops.
You cut.
Those of you that still remain, at least. You have done us proud.
Look at him run!
Okay, so we lost one of them. But the other 5 are now fully trained. Okay, Battanian volunteers. Right, let's get a bunch of you as clan warriors. And slightly more of you as woodrunners. It's meant to be, yes. Right, so they're all trained now. Send them back. Oh, hang on. So that should hopefully mean that when Felanos rejoins us, we don't have too many troops. And we won't have desertions. So brilliant, that worked out really well. Could have done just as badly if I'd avoided the hideout and done easier tasks, because you can still lose people in any combat. We've got that going, but we didn't have the poachers last time. So let's just deal with them.
I'm at your service.
Carbor. Not a problem. It's even on the way. Does mean that we'll have to wait, but I can cope. A good price for butter. And cattle. Man, you've got too many cattle already. There we go. Nice and easy. I have to say, this job of Felanos is taking longer than I expected. It's just as well, given that we only just got rid of the borrowed troops. So I've decided what to do about getting another companion. Caravan ambush could be good, actually. We do have a lot of people that need training. Still no bows. Okay, sure.
I am at your service.
Let's go for it. So, is that Northern Empire again? It is. Fighting the Vondians. Oh, need to be careful. Don't get too close. With all this chaos, we'll be having rebelling cities all over the place. There we go. He's back. Right, so I think that should have us, what, 2 shy of a full number? Not 1, just 1. Oh, of course, because we picked up Luda as well. That's why my calculations are out. So we've got room for 1 more troop. But then we could very easily lose someone here. But but it is good for training. And we have a lot of troops that need to get trained as soon as possible
Under
for
my
our
command!
next move.
True, follow your sergeants!
Well, that's a lot of horses. Really, we don't want to be engaging them in battle over here. We want to lead them over to our infantry. And at least the archers are able to fire. Yeah, archers are often a good choice with mounted troops. So yeah, just hope our own mounted troops aren't too busy trying to fight them all themselves. Shouldn't be encouraging it really under the circumstances. Could you do a bit less hit and run and do a bit more run, please? I need you to draw your troops back here. Draw the enemy back here. Fine, apparently they've decided they're going to fight this battle alone. Guess I'm gonna go and help them then. I mean, not to criticise too much, they're doing an awesome job. Just they're pretty well trained already. Kind of wanted my other troops to get training. That's it, head over here. An entire army waiting over here. Just ready to give you support. Oh no, they must needs turn around. Okay, at least they're close enough for the archers now. I'm a bit reluctant to take over and just have our troops charge. But I am seriously inclined to at least take over to the point of getting our mounted archers to come back over here. just ridiculous. Guys, you've had enough training already. And most of our archers are top tier as well. You get over here. And let the other troops have a go. Nah, doesn't seem fair. Much better. Yeah, so not quite as good for training as I'd hoped, because the mounted archers were determined to take all the glory there. Right, where are we? We're a little closer to Revyl, but we obviously want to be more in this direction, so Varcheg it is. So yeah, better round up there. Didn't make it to 1 million, unfortunately, although we haven't sold everything yet. Still got tons of cattle. We've got almost a full complement of troops now, and I think I just realised that I'm selling bows, and I might actually want one of those bows. Because it might be something that Luda can use. Can she use this? There we go. Perfect. So I'll put her with the mounted archers. And if Faroc's running them, I might even put her in charge so she can work on her leadership. Right, so last things last. Let's just go through these, check for any level gains. Nothing I can see. Another skill improvement for Aitheen. So mercenary troops, town projects, prisoners and construction speed. Honestly don't know. I don't think she'll be hiring mercenaries, so but I'll go for it anyway. Okay, so that's not so bad. So I think we're more or less up to spec in terms of quantity now. We just need to do a lot of training. We've got a new companion, kind of. Faroc has a wife, rather. So yeah, that's not too bad. Some of our kids are actually growing up. I didn't think we would ever have time to happen. Aitheen's party is close to full spec now as well. Our garrisons have a long way to go. Oh, actually no, that's debatable, because it actually depends more on wages. So yeah, it's getting them up to a 500 wage that counts. So yeah, it's really the castles that don't have that yet. So I probably want to let them get up to full before we worry about upping the wage limit at all. Still, that's pretty good. Actually got stuff in our warehouses now, apart from Omor. I feel like I kind of consolidated the gains we've made at least. They're gradually building stuff up. But yeah, interesting. So yeah, we need to focus on training because we want to get our troops to the highest tier they can be. Still quite a lot of fairly low level troops here. Obviously in an ideal world we'll have a rebellion that we can take advantage of. But if not, actually the Sturgeons are doing a bit better. It looks like they made some headway. And they've also got a little bit of a buffer between them and the Khazate now, and it's usually the Khazate who are attacking them. Anything else changed hands? Nothing too obvious. Cranirog is still Battanian. It was the castle I was eyeing up. Not Battanian, Vlandian. Vlandians are looking very powerful, I have to say. So I'm not fancying the chance of taking them on anytime soon. Yeah, I've actually checked Pen Cannock, but then the Vlandians have had that for a while. I guess we will see. But yeah, the main order of business is going to be to get our troops as trained as possible. So we're going to be looking for trouble next episode. It'd be great if we could pick on another clan. But failing that, lots of bandits, lots of hideouts, I guess. And try and get our money up. Because if we can get our money high enough, we could risk declaring a kingdom. It's probably going to be game over. But yeah, I really want something in the millions to that, millions plural. Which we have kind of had before. So, we'll see how it goes anyway. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.